welcome back to another video. I got my blue cage glasses on, and today we are going to be talking about some Gnostic movies and video games.
Right. Some good Gnostic movies we can recommend. First of all, I want to say any movie that's basically about living in a world that's not exactly what you think it is or not really what it appears to be can be considered a Gnostic movie. So we're going to go over some good Gnostic movies that we can recommend because, like, these devils who make these movies, they put a lot of truth in a lot of these movies. So first and foremost, I want to start with The Matrix. The Matrix is like your ultimate Gnostic film right there. And in The Matrix Reloaded, when Neo actually meets the architect would be like Yahweh or Yaldabaoth or the designer of the constructor of the world that they live in. He basically informs Neo that even the so-called real world that Morpheus brought him to was also just another computer simulated program, and that it's a good scene when Neo meets the architect. He informs him that his life is some sort of anomaly within the Matrix that repeats itself, if I'm explaining it correctly. Now you're going to explain another movie. Talk about, the Lego movie. Go ahead, son. Tell him about the Lego movie.
So, his name's Emmett.
Right. The Lego movie is a kid's movie, but it's a very good Gnostic film. Right, so tell him about it.
So in the movie, Emmett is Christus. He's Jesus.
Right.
And you know that old guy in the movie? His name's Freeman. He's like he's
like the archetype who is kind of like Yoda. He's gonna come guide the anointed one on the path.
Yeah, and then we have the bad guy who is Yaku. I can say it.
Right.
And it's the bad guy in Legoland, and also the guy who also played as the dad.
Right, that was played by Will Ferrell. He's the kid's dad. He's the one who constructed the Lego city, so he would be like the demiurge Yaldabaoth, a.k.a. Yahweh, a.k.a. Yahweh, the creator of the material world that they live in.
Also, another thing. In the movie, he says not to touch, his dad says, he says to the son not to touch the Lego city because you want to know why? I'm putting it like this. If the kid touches the Lego city, it could be all destroyed. Like in 10 years, this Earth is going to be destroyed.
Well, according to some scientists like Professor Guy McPherson or Dr. Peter Kalmus, they're saying that pretty much, according to their calculations, we're on the verge of extinction.
And the destroyer would be the kid.
Right.
Touch the Legos.
Right, who's also kind of like a representation of Christ in a way. The kid is similar to Emmett, you could say, in the movie. Another movie I want to recommend is Cube. Cube, C-U-B-E. You got to see Cube, especially if you're a Gnostic into Gnosticism, studying Gnosticism, because basically every different cubicle room that they go into represents a different stage in life. Like every different cubicle room that they go into represents a different career or a different job or a different space in life that you go into. And the entire cube itself represents this demiurge created world. And there's a lot of occult meaning in a lot of the things in that movie. So the next you're going to talk about... Freebirds. That's another kids movie that is key to Gnosticism. You got to see Freebirds. F-R-E-E-B-I-R-D-S. Freebirds. Explain it, son.
So in the movie, the turkeys, they feel like they're getting slaughtered, so they travel through time, and they put a stop to that.
Well, what's interesting or what makes Freebirds a Gnostic movie is that these turkeys think that they are being blessed in some beautiful, gifted world where they're very appreciative to be living in this beautiful world that they love, but they find out that the whole time they're being fattened up and led to the slaughter. So they basically find out that this is not a blessed, beautiful world we're living in. We're being set up to be slaughtered, to be eaten.
Also, in the movie, the hunters are called the hunters, which are the guys in the yellow suits, but it was in the city. But when they went through time, they met this cowboy guy. He's like a hunter in the woods, and he tries to get the turkeys.
Right, and so the hunters would be the equivalent of the archons, right? Right, so they'd be like archons. I don't want to make this video too long, so I want to go through a bunch of good Gnostic movies that I will definitely recommend. I want to list a bunch that I got in mind. Let's see. Okay, so The Never-Ending Story, that's a good one because he finds out that the story's always been about him the whole time, and he's the one who has to determine how the story ends because the story's really all about him. He had to figure that out. So The Never-Ending Story, Dark City, which some people say Dark City is like a prequel to The Matrix or comes before The Matrix. Hit that there. Equilibrium, Prometheus, The Fifth Element, Fight Club, V for Vendetta, Ready Player One, The 13th Floor, They Live, The Truman Show, Vanilla Sky, Pleasantville, Beyond the Black Rainbow, Alita Battle Angel, Blade Runner, Cloud Atlas, The Fountain. The Fountain is a good one. They're searching for eternal life. A lot of occult meaning in that movie. And of course, not to forget, Alice in Wonderland, which we have that book, actually. I got that book up in the house.
We also see the movie.
I should have brought the book out here to the garden in the backyard. I meant to have that book. It's in the house. But we got the novel, Alice in Wonderland, by Lewis Carroll. Yeah, Alice in Wonderland, definitely a Gnostic film. Don't have to get into that or explain it. There's many other Gnostic movies out there that I'm not listing here, but these are some good ones. And I'll let my son here close out with some Gnostic video games. Tell him about some Gnostic video games.
We're first starting with Minecraft.
Minecraft. So Steve would be who?
He would be Yakub. So the thing is, in Minecraft, he builds his own world. You like build your own world in Minecraft. Minecraft is actually a kids game. Kids play it online and they build their own worlds and like blocks and everything.
And also like everything's cubical. It's all built with blocks. The like I said, we said in the last video, the geometrical cube represents the 3D material world. Like in the Lego movie, things are built with blocks with cubes. And we talked about this in Gnostic lesson 23.
Even the movie cube where they go into different rooms.
All right, so let's get ready to wrap up this video. What are some other Gnostic video games you want to talk about?
I want to talk about the second one, which is Super Mario Bros. 2. In Super Mario Bros. 2, the story is like this. In the game, Mario has a dream where he walks up a staircase to a door, and when he opens the door, Mario, this is Subcon, we need your help.
And Subcon means subconscious, so he's in the subconscious realm.
And the thing is, they said that they've been like cursed by this toe guy. It starts with a W. His name is Wart, I guess, W-A-R-T. But later in the story, Mario and his friends go on a picnic, and then they go to a nearby cave, and then Mario just saw what was in his dream.
Right. So
they start their adventure about to defeat him.
So it was like a dream the whole time?
Yeah.
Right, similar to like some films like Vanilla Sky. And then what was the other one you were going to talk about?
Super Mario Brothers 64. So this was actually a kid's video game. It was for an N64. In the game, you play as Mario and you go inside Princess Peach's castle. And when he walks inside, Bowser says, scram, nobody's home. You better scram out of Peach's castle. In the game, you go through doors and jump into paintings, which leads you to dimensions, and you get stars and you defeat them.
Right, so it's like the painting represents a different dimension or stage of consciousness. And in this sense, Princess Peach may be the architect. She's the builder of this realm.
And Mario is like Jesus.
Mario could be like Christ. You know, we had the Donkey Kong Gnostic lesson that we did earlier, which is similar.
So also, Bowser is Yakub because he's the villain.
Yakub, a.k.a. Yaldabaoth, a.k.a. Yahweh, a.k.a. Yahweh, a.k.a. Jehovah, the architect, the demiurge, who in Gnosticism is actually the devil, the creator of this 3D material matrix. We got to wrap up this video, son. Want to say something?
Yeah, another thing. Bowser has horns.
Peace.
Peace.